What's going on, guys? Welcome to another unboxing. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I figured I would do it for this one. I have seen some other unboxings of this on YouTube, but this is the Phantasm Sphere collection. If you don't know, Phantasm is a series of horror movies. Not a lot of people really know about it. It's a pretty good series, at least up until the last one. But I've been meaning to get my hands on the Phantasm collection because I am a fan of these movies. I've seen 1 through 3 and I really enjoyed it. And I specifically wanted to get my hands on Phantasm 2, but that is a little bit pricey and also I guess kind of hard to find, hence the price. So I saw they were re-releasing this is actually a re-release of the Sphere collection. This has actually been out for a while, but this is a re-release of that. So if you are a fan of the Phantasm movies and want to get your hands on all the Phantasm movies, I would recommend picking this up. I believe it is still available. It's a little over $100, and it's 5 movies. So for that, I mean, for the price, it's not too bad. It could be a little bit cheaper. I do think it's a little bit steep, but it's not too bad of a price. But anyways, so this is the Sphere collection, and as you can see, it does come with, I believe they're called the Sentinels, a model replica of one of the balls, the Sentinels from the Phantasm movies. And that's the neat part about this collection. So this is the front Phantasm Sphere collection. As you can see, it's kind of got this like marble floor design, sort of similar to how I guess the floors in the cemetery from the movies. But this is the front. This is the side, and it has some really nice artwork. Actually, I really do like the way it looks. But yeah, that's the side, and that's the back. Basically lists everything, all the movies that this comes with: Phantasm 1, Phantasm 2, Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead, Phantasm 4, Oblivion, Phantasm 5, Ravager. Phantasm 2 has a new director's cut, I guess, with some additional scenes. I don't know what the difference is, because I'm pretty sure I saw the theatrical cut, so it'll be kind of interesting to check that out. We have the same artwork on the other side, and of course, at the top we have the ball, the Phantasm Sphere collection, and this is where you open it up. It opens from the top, and once you get it open, see the car that the car that's basically a thing throughout all the movies that they drive across the country with. But open it up, there's the ball, and this is the ball itself, and you see there's these 2 slots. You can there's 2 slots to put the stand into, because it does come with a stand. I think you have to actually take this out of the box. You have to take this part out, and then the stand. Okay, blades and stand inside. You just have to open it from the side. So you got the stand itself. Still got some plastic on there. It's the stand itself, and the blades are in this plastic wrap. They're not sharp blades, they're pretty dull, but yeah, these are the blades. So I guess this is supposed to be like kind of close to how it looks in the actual movie. Okay, yeah, so those go in like that. They're not, no, they're in there. I was kind of afraid. I was like, are they really like secure in there? But I think it's really kind of a problem like when you put these in and you put them on the stand, apparently, because then it'll just like, well, in all the unboxings I've seen, it kind of like, the ball will go down. Okay, yeah. You move it around, and the ball just goes down like that, which it should stay up. But I guess if you move it, it'll go down, because if you don't move it, it will just stay like that. But if you move it around, yeah, it will start kind of going downward. So I guess if you just do not move it, if you just keep it like this, it'll be fine. Some people in the other unboxings I've seen for this, they use something to support it. I might have to end up doing that, but for now it looks fine. So yeah, I don't know. And I do realize you can probably see like my reflection from the from the sphere or the ball. But yeah, that's how it looks on the stand. It looks pretty cool. It does look pretty much really close to how it looks in the movies. So that's out of the way. So now here comes the hard part. If you can see, the movie collection itself is at the very bottom of this box. This was a terrible idea. Like, I've seen other unboxings of this, and it is a pain in the ass to get this thing out of the bottom of the box. It is wedged in there. I do not like how this is packaged. I think it was a really dumb way to do it, because you gotta have to like brute force it out of the box. So once I get this out of the box, I'm not putting this collection back in this box again, because I do not want to have to go through that. But I'll probably cut to where I actually get this out of the box instead of showing me struggling to actually get this fucking thing out. Okay, so that wasn't quite as hard as I thought it was going to be. So this is the box set for the Phantasm movies, the Phantasm collection. Again, really nice artwork. Really like it. So this is the front, this is the side, the Phantasm collection. This is the back with the same artwork we saw in the outer box. And this is the other side, Phantasm collection. Looks really nice. Now, I should say there was another collection for Phantasm that came out before this. It was just a box set with the movies in individual cases. That was pretty nice, but it also, like, this one, I think, went up in price as well before they re-released it. But both of those, like, especially the one that came out before this one, was very steep in price. I think it was like $200, $300. It was ridiculous. And I mean, it was nice, but hell no am I paying that much money for these movies. I do like these movies, but not that much. So yeah, so instead of these being in individual cases, of course, this is I believe what people call like a digibook. So this is the outer case, and you just take this out. And you got the sphere on the front, and the two poles like on either end there. This is actually, like, spoilers, I guess. This is actually a portal. This is from the first movie, and I do think it makes reappearances in the other movies. So then we have all the movies on the inside, and like just all the movies and the individual like box art for each of them, which is pretty cool. Phantasm 1 through 5, pretty nice. It would be nice if we did have the, like a box set with the individual cases and stuff, so we could actually just have, each Blu-ray case with this individual artwork. That'd be pretty cool, but you take what you can get. So this is Phantasm 1, and I do like it how it has, of course, the movie, and then of course just all the information on the other side. That's pretty cool. Really great. It's a very mysterious movie. Like, it's very atmospheric, very mysterious. You have no idea like most of what's going on in this movie. But I like it. I like the mystery. And the ending is it kind of ends on this crazy, like, I don't know if you'd say, I guess you could say sort of like a cliffhanger. And then we have Phantasm 2, which I actually like better than the first one. This is more of an action horror movie, and very similar to, like, people compare it to Evil Dead 2, and I would say that is a pretty accurate comparison. I definitely think this is better. It kind of expands on the lore, kind of explains some things from the first movie, and it's just a fun time. Like, it's just an entertaining movie. The first one is good, but I just like this one a little bit better. I just think it's a better movie. And it'll be interesting to see what the difference is with the director's cut is. Basically, and then here it just says the director's cut has some additional gore scenes. So probably nothing new story-wise or anything. So I'm not really expecting much from that. Phantasm 3, this is where I kind of started to, like, it wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed it, but it starts to get a little bit silly. So 2 was more like, it had some comedy stuff, and it didn't take itself as seriously as the first one, which I liked. But this one goes a little bit further with that, and just starts to become a little bit goofy. It's not bad. Like, it's still entertaining. but I would definitely say the first two are significantly better. This one's still good. It's still a decent movie. But that's the only one I've watched up to. Decent movie. Expands a little bit more on the lore and pretty much cements the guy right here, Reggie, is like the main character, really. Which I was like thinking is a little bit of a weird decision because if you watch the first movie, Reggie is not the main character. It's this kid. And in the second one, he's an important character there as well. And Reggie he's not necessarily the main character. He's still like a side character. And this one, I think, is the one where he's actually the main character. Then after that, we have Phantasm 4, Oblivion. I think. Okay, so I think it was like Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead, and then Phantasm 4, Oblivion. Haven't seen this one yet. I've heard it was also kind of a step down from the third one. Like it just kind of, like with most horror movie franchises, I will say it's not like most horror movie franchises, at least in my opinion, because to me, at least, Phantasm 2 was better than the first movie. But after that, it kind of starts to go a little bit downhill. But yeah, Phantasm, Oblivion. This is kind of weird. I think this one came out like, what was it, like 98? So yeah, we got this in like, I think 98. And then I think people are mixed on it. Some people say it's good. Some people are like, it's okay. But then, of course, we have Phantasm 5, Ravager, which came out in 2016. So just imagine, like 1998. And then you get like what is, I guess, the last movie in 2016. Because the guy that plays the tall man in these movies, Angus Scrimm, he died after this. So this is pretty much the last movie. And it does not go out very well. This is probably the worst movie of all the Phantasm movies. A lot of people just really hate it. I'll probably watch it just to see how it ends and how bad it is. Because, I've already seen the first three. I'm needing to see 4. So I might as well just finish it off with 5, even though it'll probably be painful. I'll have to watch it anyway, just to finish out the series. But yeah, unfortunately, it just kind of ended on a whimper and was not good. So I am kind of curious to see how this is gonna turn out. So we got the last movie, of course, and then we got the bonus disc, which is just your bonus features, behind the scenes stuff, interviews, all that kind of thing, which is interesting. I never really watched the bonus discs, to be honest. I mean, maybe I will for some movies I have, but for the most part, I don't really look at them. But yeah, it's interesting stuff for, interesting extras at least. And that's it, guys. That's the entire, that's the Phantasm collection. Like I said, Phantasm is a good series of movies. It's definitely worth checking out. If you haven't seen it, and if you're, they are a movie. Like I've heard a lot of people who haven't seen these movies. Maybe they've heard of them, but they haven't seen them. I'd highly recommend them if you're into horror. If you're a horror fanatic like me, you'll probably find something to like here. I don't think I've really explained the premise of these movies. Actually, I've kind of like just given my opinions on them. So basically, the idea is, there's this creepy guy who takes over, this cemetery in this town, and there's some strange things going on there. And there's these creatures that come out of the cemetery that literally, I'm not kidding, look like Jawas from Star Wars. And there's like a lot of weird stuff with this guy who just gets named the Tall Man in these movies. He's very strong, very powerful, and he has these like balls, these spheres that come and bore through people's heads and kill them. It's pretty brutal. And then the Jawas kill people too, or just he's been turning these dead people in the cemetery into these Jawa creatures who are like his servants or something. And the first one implies that they come from another planet, which is pretty crazy. And it doesn't really go much more into that, at least as far as I know. But, the other movies sort of expand more on the lore. Like he goes to these other towns, takes over the cemeteries there too, and turns the dead people into his own minions. Pretty interesting stuff. Not the most original, of course, but still intriguing. And it really kind of, most of the movies, especially the first one, leaves you with way more questions than answers. And apparently that's also sort of how the series ends too. It just doesn't really answer a lot of the questions we've had building up for years. And unfortunately, that's kind of the note it ends on. But still an interesting series of movies, definitely worth checking out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. I know there are other unboxings of this, but I felt I'd just do my own since they recently re-released this set. But yeah, let me know what you think of these movies. Let me know what you thought about this set. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's worth checking out, worth picking up? Let me know. And until next time, I will see you all later.